Today I am going to discuss Forensic Science Lab Scientific Officer Chemistry Division questions and answers. First question is boron in BCl3 has. So correct option is sp2 hybridization. So how we can find this hybridization is by using steric number, that is BCl3. In BCl3 boron is the central atom. So it is having s2p1 electronic configuration. So, and by considering how many number of atoms attached plus number of lone pair, we will get steric number. So here in this case we are going to get steric number 3. So for steric number 3, sp2 is the hybridization and it is going to have geometry of trigonal planar. In trigonal prismatic ligand field, the most stabilized d orbital is. So option is correct option is dz square. So this is the trigonal prismatic geometry and this is the d orbital splitting. So here the question is most stabilized d orbital means it is having lowest energy. Here dz square is the lowest energy d orbital and it is the most stabilized d orbital. Next question is the number of optically active stereoisomer possible for CH3, CHOH, 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 CH3 is number of optically active isomer is 2. Okay, and here it is having odd number of chiral center and there is planar symmetry. So it is having n is equal to 3. So number of chiral center. So in order to find optically active isomer, we need to use this formula 2n power minus 1 minus 2 power n minus 1 by 2. So 2 power n is 3. 3 minus 1 minus 2 power 3 minus 1 by 2. So we are going to get 2 square minus 2, 4 minus 2. So optically active is 2. For magnesium complex of PDTA 2 minus, the number of N donor and O donor center are respectively. So here correct option is 2 and 4. So this is structure of EDTA. Here there are 2 nitrogen donors and 4 oxygen donors and it is an polydentate ligand, or we can call it as a hexadentate ligand. Next question is the ketohexose among the following is. Correct option is fructose. So fructose is a example for monosaccharide and it is having a keto group as well as 6 carbon atom. So hence it is a ketohexose. So this is structure of fructose. It is a monosaccharide. It is going to have ketone group and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 carbon atoms. Next question. Which one of the following pairs has 2 magic numbers for closed nuclear shell? So here we need to choose the magic number, pair of magic number. Correct option is C, that is 50, 82. So this is the magic number for nuclei, stable nuclei. If we consider for proton, this is the magic number 2, 8, 20, 28, 50 or 82. If we consider for neutron, it is 2, 8, 20, 28, 50, 82 or 126. Overall, if you consider the magic number for nuclei means 2, 8, 20, 28, 50, 82 and 126. Next question. Which of the compound below is used as a standard in proton NMR as well as carbon 13 NMR, and it is well known that tetramethylsilane is used as a standard reference for both proton as well as 13C NMR, and it is going to give singlet peak at 0 ppm. Next question. In gas chromatography, the basis for separation of the components of the volatile material is the difference in partition coefficient. In reverse phase chromatography, the stationary phase is made of nonpolar. So if you come for normal phase, the stationary phase will be polar, whereas in the reverse phase, the stationary phase will be nonpolar. Next question. The reagent used for chemical detection of ammonium ion is Nessler's reagent. So here is the reaction, how this Nessler's reagent is going to react with ammonium cation. So this is Nessler's reagent which reacts in basic medium with ammonium cation, and it is going to form brown precipitate, and it is called Milan's base. Okay, so that is the chemical detection of ammonium ion. Next question, what useful information can be found from Van Deemster plot? So useful information you are going to get from Van Deemster plot is optimum mobile phase flow rate. So this is the Van Deemster equation. H is equal to A plus B by U plus Cu, where A is eddy diffusion and B term represents longitudinal diffusion and C term represents resistance against mass transfer, and this is the Van Deemster plot. So from this plot we are going to get the information regarding mobile phase flow rate. Next question, in the equation A is equal to epsilon dc, what quantity is represented by epsilon? So as we know, epsilon is molar absorptivity, and it is Beer-Lambert's law equation. So where A is absorbance, epsilon is molar absorptivity, gram per centimeter, its unit. B is path length, usually expressed in centimeter, and concentration gram per liter. So this is the Beer-Lambert's law equation. Grating is a device used in the spectrophotometer to function as a monochromator. So grating we are going to use in spectrometer will act as a monochromator. Next question, the compound that exhibits sharp bands at 3300 and 2150 per centimeter in the IR spectrum is 1-butane. So it is going to show two absorption bands, sharp absorption band at 3300 per centimeter, that is due to C triple bond CH stretching, and 2150 per centimeter will be due to C triple bond C stretching frequencies. Next question, the expected HH bond angle in H3 plus is 60 degree. So this is the structure of H3 plus. So it is a triangular cation, and this is the molecular orbital diagram, that is in the lower energy it is having 2 electrons. Okay, so and the bond angle, expected bond angle will be 60 degree. Next question, the proton NMR spectrum of a dilute solution of a mixture of acetone and dichloromethane in CdCl3 exhibit two singlets of 1:1 intensity. Molar ratio of acetone to dichloromethane in the solution is, so the correct option is 1:3. So if you want to get 1:1 intensity singlet peaks, then we need to take 1:3 ratio of acetone and dichloromethane. So here acetone is having 6 protons, whereas dichloromethane it is having 2 protons. So if we want to get intensity of 1:1 ratio, means then we need to take 3 times dichloromethane and 1 time acetone, that is 1:3 molar ratio. If we take 1:3 molar ratio, we are going to get 2 singlets of 1:1 intensity. Next question, the compound which shows IR frequency at both 3314 and 2126 per centimeter. Correct option is CH3 CH2 4 times CH2 C triple bond CH. So here the C triple bond CH stretching will absorb at 3300, and whereas C triple bond C will be absorbed at 2126. So these are the important stretching frequencies which can be observed in this molecule. Next question, in proton NMR of an organic compound recorded on 500 MHz spectrometer showed a quartet with line position at 1759, 1753, 1747 and 1741 Hz. Chemical shift and coupling constant of the quartet are. So correct option is A, that is 3.5 ppm, that is chemical shift, and 6 Hz is the coupling constant. So in order to calculate the chemical shift, so this is the formula we are going to use, that is delta is equal to Hertz by megahertz. So in order to find that chemical shift, here they are given in terms of Hertz. So I am going to add, since it is a quartet signal, so I am going to add all the frequencies and I am going to divide by 4, since we are going to get these frequencies for a quartet signal. So overall average will be 1750. So if I divide this 1750 by spectrophotometric operating frequency, that is 500 megahertz, I am going to get the chemical shift value 3.5 ppm. And since this values are given in hertz, if I take the difference of any two frequencies, I am going to get the coupling constant value. So next, what is the correct IUPAC name nomenclature of the following molecule? So here they are given one molecule, so we need to choose correct IUPAC nomenclature, and correct nomenclature will be 2R, 3S, 2-bromo, 3-chlorobutane. So here we need to identify the configuration at second carbon and at third carbon atom. So for second carbon atom, first priority will be given to bromo, and second priority will take the remaining part of this molecule, and third priority will be for methyl, and hydrogen will take fourth group. So if we see, this is anti-clockwise movement, and we know that fourth group, if it is present above the plane, then if it is anti-clockwise movement, then it is represented as R. Similarly, if we come for third carbon atom, so here also will take first priority, this rest of the molecule will take second, methyl group third, and fourth group is hydrogen. And this is also anti-clockwise rotation, and for this we are going to represent it as S configuration. And with this, the correct IUPAC name nomenclature will be 2R, 3S, 2-bromo, 3-chlorobutane. Question: where does a carbonyl stretching appear in the IR spectrum? So carbonyl stretching will appear in the IR spectrum is ranges from 1870 to 1650 per centimeter. See, in which of the following ways absorption is related to transmittance? So correct option is, absorption is the negative logarithm of transmittance. So how we can relate absorption to transmittance is A is equal to negative log T. So this question: the linkage of crime with the criminal through the material evidence is based on Locard's principle. Next question: what is forensic odontology? So forensic odontology is the study of proper handling, examination and evaluation of forensic dental evidence. Retention factor in thin layer chromatography is equal to distance travelled by solute divided by distance travelled by mobile phase. So B option is correct. In the IR spectrum of paranitrophenyl acetate, the carbonyl absorption band appears in, B option is correct, that is 1760 per centimeter. So here this is structure of paranitrophenyl acetate, and this nitro group is electron withdrawing. So this, whatever the lone pair of electrons present of oxygen will be in this resonance. So hence thereby there will be increase in the stretching frequency of CO, that is 1760 per centimeter. So these are the 25 questions and their answers which have been asked in the Scientific Officer Forensic Science Lab Chemistry Division. Thank you.